Guys, deluded. Well, that wasn't easy. Arsenal 3, Cardiff 2, Cardiff 2, Arsenal 3, and Arsenal don't make it easy for themselves. Going into the game, we know we haven't had the easiest starts to the season. I know we've had two defeats previously, and then obviously we beat West Ham. And this game, obviously Cardiff might not be the most biggest of sides, with all due respect, but either way, we had a problem last season with winning games or gaining points away from home. So it's an away game. It's a chance to win away from home, try and put things in right in that department, get Una Emre's first away win of the season, and try and get a sequence of points moving on in the season. So yeah, going into the game specifically on players, Ramsey for obvious reasons. He's Welsh. He's a former Cardiff lad times two, because we need to remember he went on loan there when he was returned from injury. Big talk is going to be about him. Mesut Ozil, who's always being spoken of and them things there, question marks. He was into the side. Una Emery finally answered everybody's prayers and played his two best players in Aubameyang and Lacazette together. It's amazing what can happen if you play them together, like you saw. Iwobi, I believe, had an injury as well. So yeah, obviously, and I believe as well, Mkhitaryan was dropped for whatever reason. He was dropped in it. So yeah, going into the game, first 10 minutes, I told you guys, we need an early goal. We really need an early goal to kick things off, to try and silence them fans. And I must admit, yeah, I felt confident with how we was trying to play football. Everyone was getting touches, but from literally start to finish, we were getting carved open. I believe literally in the first 30 seconds, Czech almost doing his nonsense, with playing out from the back. We did play alright generally speaking, throughout the game. I felt we played well playing out from the back at times, but we invited too much pressure, and maybe in hindsight that was the start of things to come. Again, checking the 7th minute is overplaying. Obviously Arthur blasted over and things like that. So yeah, man, we're really inviting pressure onto ourselves unnecessarily within the first 10 minutes or whenever, man. All I can say is 8th minute or so, there's a lovely set piece, and if it came off obviously I do believe I said last year that we had an issue with set pieces and stuff, but I don't think stats backs it up. But definitely under Unai Emery, I've seen more encouragement with set pieces coming from us. And that lovely set piece where Ozil played it short, I believe Lacazette or somebody dummied it. Lacazette knocked it, and it was either Ramsey or Mustafi. I can't remember. Either one of them had an effort. If that paid off, that would have been one of the team goals of the season so far. It didn't happen. And then again, as the game's going on, the one thing that's giving me confidence is that the Cardiff side is nervy. They're not clear with any conviction. The bad side is we're doing the exact same thing. Like, there's 22 players on the pitch right now, and nobody can defend. So yeah, if you're Cardiff, you believe you're in it. If you're us, you believe in it. Fortunately, we get a set piece. Xhaka obviously puts in a lovely ball. Mustafi heads home. It's 1-0 to us, and it's happy days. And I do think throughout the first half, we will be in trouble. I mean, you could see it. We were dominating possession. I believe in the 15th minute or so, we had 83% possession, but possession don't mean anything. Cardiff, quite rightly so, were pressing us, and what was scaring me is we were getting in 2v2s, 1v1s. People were not really following runners. Midfield, okay, cool, we were good going forward, but it just wasn't quite there, to be fair with you. And yeah, man, just many a times I saw that. As it's going to the end of the game management is important. We're doing all right here, people. By my own standards, I think I'm quite harsh on the club. I think we're doing all right in a overall sense. You can say Cardiff should feel hard done by because they ain't scored, but we've done all right. We probably deserve to be ahead. But this is where game management comes into it. It's the 42nd minute. There's 2 minutes added on. Xhaka, why are you trying to play passes like that? I felt he was all right up until that happened, but he's trying to play a dumb pass cross field. It gets intercepted. Long way short. They go and score. It's 1-1, and the halftime team talk and team sheet and all the things Une probably wanted to say to the lads, you can bet it's been ripped up because it's irrelevant now. It's 1-1. Cardiff probably deserved that as well. They probably deserved to go in at halftime with something into the game. And halftime you're thinking, all right, cool. Again, the good thing is that we can score. The bad thing is we clearly can't defend. We're inviting pressure onto ourselves. And my thoughts in the second half, I actually wrote them down. Made some bullet points. Obviously, I just mentioned the 2v2s and the 3v3s. Lacazette's clearly the best player on the pitch. Aubameyang's putting in the shift. Ramsey, the technique's not there, but I felt he was running about and all action display from him, probably trying too hard to impress. Too many passes to switch flanks, which is annoying me. Again, I do like it how if we can't work it one side, we'll go to the other. But sometimes one player just knock out your feet. Midfielder just knock out your feet and play that crossfield pass. Guendouzi did it a couple of times, and you see what happens with it. Set piece routines have been worked on, like I said. We're not good enough at the back. I mean, Socrates is defending. He's meant to be goal-sided as a defender. You're not doing that, and we're fortunate they never even got a penalty from that, as rich as it was for their things. We're inviting pressure onto ourselves, obviously, as you guys already know. We need better game management is the underlying factor. Cardiff were kind of lucky that they haven't scored more. We probably should have scored more. And midfielders are not following their runners, essentially. I'm impressed with how we're playing, actually, in terms of with the ball and stuff by our usual standards, because I felt we played with a handbrake on. But second half, I must admit, the shackles came off a couple players, to be fair. Ozil decided to wake up. Ramsey and Aubameyang and Lacazette, they were linking up well. I felt Monreal and Bellerin, again, another game, another worry defensively at times, but going forward, we were causing issues. And things like that, and it was a lovely goal. Who scored this? There's so many goals in this I can barely remember. I'm pretty sure it was Aubameyang who got the set, made it 2-1 at that point. It was a lovely move between Ozil, Lacazette got the assist, I believe, and Aubameyang. If you're not going to slot someone in, you have to score. He scored. The problem is shortly after that, set pieces, which was a worry for us throughout the whole game. If we keep it 100 people, and was scaring us throughout the whole game because we were nervy defensively. Czech bailed us out a couple of times, and there was a couple of skirmishes. But it's a set piece. They score from basically a set piece again. It's not a foul on Arthur. I don't know. Lacazette's probably got bad luck because whenever he concedes a foul, people seem to score. If I'm harsh, I felt Monreal did alright today, but he lost his runner, and whoever the Cardiff lad is, he scores and it's 2-2, and it's feeling like we're not going to get points from this because at this point my United supporting friends are hollering my WhatsApp and bantering me, and I'm thinking, alright, cool, we can't go outside like this. So yeah, we're still playing. I liked what I see, and you could see that. Okay, I actually feel Cardiff is harsh that they lost today because they put in a committed performance, but a couple people were getting guilty of making individual errors, and it was a lovely move. I counted about 9 passes for us to score the second, 9 or 10 passes. I mean, our third. It was a lovely move from those involved. I believe Bellerin and Ramsey's involved. The main man, Torreira, who actually wins the ball back to start the initial move, is the man to ultimately get the assist. Lacazette blazes in, and it's 3-2. And obviously, we get out of jail with that goal because on one hand we played good today, on the other hand we played appalling. There's still many issues defensively. You see the positives with playing out the back and how we're moving forward with that, but there's still many concerns. You're probably saying Xhaka needs to come out the side and Torreira needs to start next game. Check question marks are being asked of you because I don't like to get a check because he's a model professional, but some of the stuff today was really not on. We're still putting our hands up unnecessarily. I felt Socrates, not to dig him out, didn't fill me with any confidence today. I felt it was a better performance from Bellerin, if you can kind of say that, because there were still the same problems that remain and he wasn't really backed up. But what can you say? We get out of jail, we're going to the international break with another 3 points, and that's all we can do, and we look on course to probably get 24 points if we carry on like this. Again, because we don't make it easy for ourselves. There's still a lot of errors for me. I'm keen to see how Unai implements these systems, because as sooner or later he's going to realise he can't shoehorn everybody, because even today Ozil and a couple other people are not tracking back. He can't play everybody. But we get out of jail, people. What more can you say? A bit of quality today, and Cardiff probably write a different script in this game, and by that logic, a bit of better finishing from us, people. We could have done the same thing, because even if I look at the first half, a couple crosses, there was no one in the box from us. We get out of jail. The fullbacks for our team have improved going forward. I'm speaking about specifically Bellerin with that, because Monreal's decent. But defensively, we're letting ourselves down. Ultimately, cheap mistakes granted 2 goals to Cardiff. Again, if Lacazette never finished that, we could walk away with no points, but we walk away with 2 points dropped. These are the things we need to pattern up if we're going to have any hope of getting top 4, if I'm honest with you. I felt Ozil turned on the sparkles in the second half. He stopped moaning. He stopped feeling sorry for himself. So, yeah, man, there's not much more we can say. We walk away from South Wales with our first away win of the season. Like, there's literally not more we can say. Guys, deluded, I'm out. Get a comment, subscribe, and do the rest if you wish. Thank you very much for watching and rocking with me.